when family members walked into the basement of a quiet home in Plainview, New York. They stumbled upon a scene that would haunt them forever. A young girl lying lifeless on a mattress, and her mom nearby, barely alive. What unfolded next revealed a story of despair, obsession, and a mother's twisted attempt to protect the child she loved most. This is the unsettling and heartbreaking case of Julie Cirella. Let's get into it. Eight-year-old Julie Cirella was born on June 22, 2003, residing in Plainview, New York, USA. As a baby, Julie was diagnosed with cerebral palsy, a permanent brain disorder that affects movement, muscle coordination, and she had to be confined to a wheelchair. Her mom, 31-year-old Veronica Cirella, acted as her caregiver. Julie was also allergic to peanuts, so her life overall was challenging to navigate as her movements were restricted and her mom had a duty to watch what she ate. Now, it wasn't said whether Julie suffered with difficulty with swallowing, frequent infections, or seizures as a child due to her disorder, but those with mild cerebral palsy usually lived as long as anyone else. So she could have lived a very long life, but unfortunately, she never got the chance. You see, on July 23rd, 2011, Julie was supposed to be the flower girl at her relative's wedding. She even decorated her wheelchair with flowers to go down the aisle in style. But hours before the wedding, she was found dead on the mattress in the basement of a home that she shared with her mom, grandmother, and 5 others. It was said that a relative found both Julie and her mom there. Julie was found unconscious, not breathing, with no visible signs of trauma, and her mom was also unconscious, but with a wire tied around her neck. Paramedics declared Julie dead at the scene. Veronica was taken to the hospital and survived, and she told police what happened. She stated that she gave her daughter M&Ms as a special treat for her participation in the wedding. She said the two had went to sleep, and when she woke up, she saw her daughter having an allergic reaction. She realized that the candy may have contained peanuts, and so she administered Benadryl and an EpiPen, but Julie did not recover. After Julie died, Veronica stated she began to panic and didn't know what to do. She said she became despondent and decided to unalive herself. Veronica stated that she took both injections of insulin and drank medication, as well as taken an unknown quantity of painkillers. And when that didn't work, she tried to strangle herself with an electrical cord. Veronica had also left a note where she wrote about ongoing disputes with her estranged husband, who had been arrested earlier that same week of the wedding on charges of violating an order of protection. Joseph Cirella, the father of Julie, was already in jail when Julie had died and was due back in court on domestic violence charges. In the note, she writes, "Trust me, things would have gotten worse. I could not risk losing my daughter. I could not risk her being mistreated if he killed me. No one could take care of her the way I could. I had to give her a better life, which was to give her back to heaven. She does not deserve to be in pain whatsoever. I don't mind going to hell because I took my life to give her a better life, which is in heaven where she can be free." Although she claimed that she did not intend to kill her daughter, her note does indicate that Julie was better off dead anyway. An autopsy was conducted, but no traces of Benadryl or contents of an EpiPen were found in Julie's system. The medical examiner's office determined that Julie died from anaphylactic shock, the result of an allergic reaction as her throat was closed up, but they could not determine what caused it, as autopsy also didn't find traces of peanuts in her system. Veronica had been arrested and was initially charged with manslaughter, but it was later upgraded to second-degree murder. Yet her mother-in-law, Dolores, stated that Veronica would never hurt her daughter, stating that Veronica had never complained about caring for Julie. She said, "She never complained. She never said, 'It's too much for me, Mom.' Never ever. She never, ever hurt her. What happened? We don't know. Nobody Nobody knows. She would never hurt her. She loved her. She was the best mother. Her sister-in-law, Joanne Cirella, also added, she babysits for my grandson. If I ever thought she ever harmed her daughter, I would never even let her near him. He's 2 years old. She loves that boy to death. Now, the exact details of what happened likely will never be known, as Veronica decided to plead guilty to first-degree manslaughter to avoid the ordeal of a trial. And so, in November 2015, the judge sentenced 34-year-old Veronica Cirella to 12 years behind bars. Sometimes the scariest stories aren't about monsters in the dark. They're about people we trust to love us the most. What happened to Julie Cirella forces us to question how love, when twisted by fear and despair, can become something unrecognizable. Was this mercy, madness, or murder disguised as devotion? The truth died in that basement with Julie, and only Veronica knows why. That is all for now on this case. Let me know your thoughts on it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Your support is appreciated. See you next time on Melanin Mysteries.